Salutations, my Fallout lovers. It is Matty here today, bringing you a Fallout 4 news update. Now, before anything, be sure to check out the link in the description of my previous video. That is another Fallout 4 news update about Pete Hines saying that there may not be any info on Bethesda Game Studios' new game quite yet. So, that may sound grim, but it's really not. Be sure to check it out. So, happy Advanced Warfare launch day, I think. I mean, they said it was coming out on the 3rd, but people were getting it at midnight on Sunday, because if you pre-order the game on the 3rd, you get it a day early. So I think today is the official launch day. I have no clue. But anyways, I've jinxed it, man. I said in a video of mine that we haven't been talking about Pete Hines lately, and I think ever since then I've made 3 or 4 videos about him. So I'm sorry, Pete. Anyways, something he said on Twitter kind of sparked a little curiosity. I wanted to go ahead and explore that today. So basically, as you all know, PAX Australia was a little bit ago, and Bethesda had a keynote there talking about some of their stories there and whatnot, so very interesting stuff. And so a fan tweeted at #PAXAus, part 1 of the queue to DC Deacons talk in the main hall. And as you can see in that picture there, a lot of people there at PAX Australia, which is very awesome, because correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I am though, is that gaming there is very expensive because they have to import the games, and those taxes are quite a lot of money. I think it's the same in South America. I'm not sure though, but I can't say I'm 100% sure, but I'd imagine that it's the same case out there. So it's awesome that there's so many gamers involved in that stuff out there. Good for them. But anyways, lots of people there. So Pete Hines responds to it, and he says, #relieved, I wasn't sure anyone would show up. This is odd to me, because I feel like it's as if Bethesda doesn't know what kind of position they're in. If he wasn't sure if anyone would show up, obviously that's a stretch. He knows that Bethesda has fans, that they're curious on what's going on, but I'm guessing the crowd was a lot more than he expected. And if you ask me, if they don't expect much of themselves, maybe they're really not aware, as much as we assume, that there is a huge demand for this game. I mean, it's always a possibility. As we all know, the Fallout Twitter is very inactive unless there's a new sale going on. So naturally, they sign in, post a link, a little promotion tweet, and then that's it. And it's just very interesting. I don't get it. I don't know how he wouldn't expect a lot of people to show up at a keynote. I know at the, I think it was like a DICE keynote or something like that. That's where like they did a bunch of crazy ideas for Skyrim and mods, and it was kind of like a big mod promotion for Skyrim. When I think they announced Steam Workshop, I'm not sure if that's what it was, but you know, it was a fun thing, and a lot of people really enjoyed it, and it was really cool, and I loved it too. And I don't know, I don't get why that everyone loves gaming history too, you know, hearing about the stories inside the studios, because we naturally, most of us don't work at these studios. But it's just kind of crazy that they don't know what kind of position maybe they're in, where they don't think they have, I don't want to say they don't think they have as many fans as they do, because they just look at their sales numbers for Skyrim, but I don't know, maybe they just don't feel like they have as big of a fan base or as they think. I don't know, I feel like that's a long shot. It's hard to kind of determine exactly what it is here, but it just seems like they should expect more of themselves, but they don't, and maybe they're just being humble. But I just figured it was worth discussing, because it kind of threw me off a little bit. And I want to know your thoughts on it, naturally, because I always do. So be sure to leave your comments down below. As always, be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Other than that, my Fallout lovers, stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.